Hi students, all of you come to the account class. So first of all of you observe the question. So in this session we will solve the question. So first of all the question was Archer Company Limited. So here Archer Company Limited issued 10,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. Actually the Archer Company they are issuing 10,000 preference shares. So here they are mentioned the shares whether it may be either equity or preference. But here in this Archer Company they are issuing 10,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. The value of each share should be 100 rupees at a premium of rupees 5 per share. So they are collecting premium amount. First of all, the premium is already we are discussed in the previous session. The premium is more than the actual value, right? So the amount was payable as follows. So here for that collection of share capital amount we have different stages, right? So for that application time actually rupees 10 on application. At the time of application time we are collecting rupees 10 per each share. And the same way rupees 50 on allotment. In that allotment time including premium also, right? The premium in the beginning only they have specified rupees 5 on premium amount, securities premium amount, that 5 rupees including allotment time only. So out of 50 rupees, 5 rupees premium is the differentiation amount, I mean 45 rupees, this is what allotment amount. And rupees 45 on first and final call. At the time of first and final call, we are collecting rupees 45 from each share from the public. This is what different stages on collection of share capital from the public. And in the next day, all the shares were subscribed. So here, the Archer Company they are issued 10,000 shares, right? In these 10,000 shares, all the shares they are subscribed and the money was duly received. All the money was duly received except the first and final call on 500 shares. At the time of first and final call only we are not receiving out of 500 shares amount. And the company directors who they are elected in the company directors they are decided to forfeit these shares. These shares means out of 500 shares, the 500 shares were forfeited. So here forfeited means nothing but cancellation rights, cancellation of these shareholder rights, and they are decided to reissue them. Whatever the shares are forfeited by the directors, on that forfeited shares they are reissuing at a cost of rupees 80 per share. 80 rupees, this is what reissue of forfeited shares. And finally whatever the forfeited shares in the company, on that forfeited shares we are reissuing at a cost of rupees 80 per share as fully paid up. This is what question. Finally we need to pass the necessary journal entries regarding the question. So here before going the journal entries, first we need to take calculation part. So here the first one, issued shares. For the calculation of share capital under the below, issued shares, the company has issued 10,000 shares, right? 10,000 shares into 100 per share means we will get 10 lakh rupees from the public. And subscribed shares. So here whatever the shares issued by the company, all the shares the public have subscribed. The 10,000 shares at a cost of rupees 100 per share. In these all the shares were subscribed by the public. And on application time, at the time of application time, the total number of shares are 10,000 shares and each share cost should be 10 rupees we are collecting at the first stage. So 10,000 shares into 10 per share means we will get 1 lakh rupees from the public at the time of application stage. This is our first stage. And the second one, on allotment, at the time of allotment time, the total number of shares are 10,000 preference shares. The value of each share, the collection amount of rupees 45 rupees. Actually, in that allotment time, 50 rupees, right? Under 50 rupees, 5 rupees, these are premium. The remaining balance should be 45 rupees. We are receiving 45 rupees at the time of allotment time. So we will get 4,50,000 rupees. and our premium. At the time of premium, the total number of shares are 10,000 shares and the premium amount should be 5 rupees only. 10,000 into 5 is we will get 50,000. And on first and final call, at the time of first and final call, the total number of shares are 10,000 shares and we are receiving rupees, so 45 rupees from each share. I mean, we will get 4,50,000 rupees at the time of first and final call. This is the necessary calculation regarding the journal entry. Now we can start the journal entries regarding the question. So make out these calculations. So here the first thing, this is what application process. For that each stage containing two necessary journal entries. The first one for application. For the receipt of application money. For the receipt of application money means the journal entry bank account data. Bank account data at the time of application time we are receiving rupees 10 from each share, right? 10,000 shares into 10 per share means we will get 1 lakh rupees from the public. Bank account data to preference share application account. Bank account data to preference share application account. Have to record amounts in both columns, debit as well as credit column. This is what first entry for the receipt of application money. The journal entry bank account data to preference share application account. Now we need to give the narration about this transaction. The narration should be application money received on being application money received on 10,000 shares at rupees 10 per share. This is what narration about the transaction. Once again the narration. Being application money received on 10,000 shares at rupees 10 per share. This is what first entry for the receipt of application. And the next one, the second entry. The second entry is related to whatever the share application money received by the firm. On that share application money, we need to transfer to share capital account. The next one, preference share application account data to the amounts are 1 lakh rupees in the debit column. Preference share application account data to share capital account. In the credit column also 1 lakh rupees. Preference share application account data to share capital account. This is what second entry regarding transferring the application money. The narration being application money transfer to share capital account. The second entry preference share application account data to share capital account. The narration being application money transferred to share capital account. This is what narration about the second transaction. So these are the two entries for the application stage. The next stage after the completion of application process, the next one we need to alert the application. share allotment account data. Preference share allotment account data to securities premium account to share capital account. Preferential allotment account data to securities premium account to share capital account. This is what third entry for the allotment money due. Now we need to calculate the amount in this stage. Actually, at the time of allotment time, the amounts we are receiving rupees 50, right? And the 50 rupees including premium also. For the premium 5 rupees. So you have to calculate premium. 10,000 shares into 5 per share. You will get 50,000 rupees. Out of 50 rupees, the premium 5 rupees is the remaining differentiation amounts are 45 rupees. 10,000 into 45. That means 4,50,000. Now make it total. 50,000 plus 4,50,000. The total amounts are 5 lakh rupees. This is what calculation the values for that due amount on allotment. The narration being allotment money due on allotment money due on 10,000 shares at rupees 50 per share including premium. Including premium. Being allotment money due on 10,000 shares at rupees 50 per share including premium. This is what third entry for that allotment money due. The next entry for that allotment money received. For allotment money received means nothing but bank account. The fourth entry, bank account data to share allotment account. We are receiving amount, share allotment amount, right? The amounts are total 5 lakh rupees. For each stage including two necessary entry, the first entry regarding due, next entry regarding receipt of that application or allotment or call. The fourth entry narration should be being application money received the fourth entry narration should be being share allotment money received on 10,000 shares at rupees 50 per share. Narration should be being allotment money received on 10,000 shares at rupees 50 per share. This is what narration about the receipt of allotment money due. So these two entries are related to allotment stage. So as of now we are finished two stages. The first stage is related to for application, right? In that application stage containing two necessary entries. The second one allotment process. In this allotment, the first entry regarding due, next entry regarding receipt of allotment. The next stage after that allotment of application. The next stage it is related to first and final call. The next entry, first and final call money due. Preference share. First and final call account data to share capital account. At the time of first and final call, we are receiving 45 rupees from each share. The total number of shares are 10,000 shares, right? 10,000 shares into 45 rupees means we will get 4,50,000 rupees. We need to receive 4,50,000 rupees from the public. Here, preference share first and final call account data to share capital account. This is what entry for the first and final call money due. Now you have to read the narration. Being first and final call money due on being first and final call money due on 10,000 shares at rupees 45 per share. Being first and final call money due on 10,000 shares at rupees 45 per share. This is what narration about this due amount on first and final call stage. After this stage, the next one for that receipt of first and final call money. For that receipt of first and final call, receipt is a bank account. We are receiving, right? Have to write sixth entry. Bank account data to preference share first and final call account. The entry bank account data to preference share first and final call account. This is what next entry. One thing here, the public has subscribed all the shares, even they are receiving all the money also, except the first and final call on 500 shares, right? At the time of first and final call, we are not receiving 500 shares amount, right? In these 500 shares, in the question, in the beginning only they have mentioned except 500 shares on first and final call. In these 500 shares amount we are not receiving at the time of first and final call. That means out of 10,000 shares, the total 10,000 shares, we are not receiving 500 shares. That means we are receiving only 9,500, that much of shares amount only we are receiving at the time of first and final call. Is it right? 10,000 shares, these are total shares minus 500. 10,000 minus 500, the remaining shares are 9,500 shares into at the time of first and final call, we are receiving rupees 45 rupees from each share. You have to calculate now. 9,500 shares into 45. You have to multiply 9,500 into 45 means you will get 4,27,500. Actually, the receivable amounts are 4,50,000. In the absence of 500, we are not receiving some amount. That's where we are receiving only 4,27,500. That much of amount only we are receiving in this stage. Now we can give a narration about this entry. Being first and final call money received on being first and final call money received on 9,500 shares at rupees 45 per share. 45 per share. being first and final call money received on 9,500 shares at rupees 45 per share. This is what narration about this transaction. As of now, we are finished 3 stages. First stage is regarding application, second one allotment, and third one first and final call. These are the 3 stages for the receipt of applications as well as allotment and first and final call. The next stage it is related to further shares were forfeited. Again, forfeited shares were reissued, and after that, whatever the profit on forfeited shares we need to transfer. Right? These entries now we need to record. The next one here, shares are forfeited. Shares are forfeited. The next entry is 7th entry. Preference share capital account data. Preference share capital account data to forfeited shares account to preference share first and final call account. This is one entry for that shares were forfeited. Preference share capital account data to share forfeited account or forfeited shares account to share first and final call account. Now we need to calculate the value. Actually here the total number of forfeited shares are 500 shares, right? Okay. These 500 shares into, in that beginning the value of each share should be 100 rupees. 500 shares into 100 rupees, 50,000. We are receiving all the money except at the time of first and final call only. So here these 500 shares into, actually at the time of first and final call we need to receive rupees 45 rupees, right? I have to take 45 rupees. These 500 shares into 45 per share means we will receive 22,500 rupees. So here 500 shares into 45 means 22,500 rupees. This much of amount we are not receiving at the time of first and final call. But 100 rupees minus 45 means the remaining differentiation amount, I mean remaining 55 rupees. This is what already received capital in the beginning at the time of application. Application time 10 rupees, right? And the same way allotment 45. 10 plus 45, 55 rupees. This is what paid up capital. These 500 shares into 55. How to multiply now? 500 shares into 55. So even though we can calculate simultaneously 100 minus 45, the differentiation amount 55 rupees. The 55 rupees including application 10 rupees, allotment 45. 45 plus 10, 55 rupees. Now you have to multiply 500 into 55 means 27,500. This is what calculations. Now we need to give the narration about this transaction. Being 500 shares were forfeited. Being 500 shares were forfeited, for the non-payment on first and final call. So this is what narration about this transaction. The narration should be being 500 shares are forfeited for the non-payment of first and final call. This is what narration about the transaction. So after that forfeited of these shares, the next one, these forfeited shares we need to reissue. The narration being 500 shares are forfeited for the non-payment of first and final call. This is what narration about the transaction. The next one, these forfeited shares, the company directors they are decided to reissue, right? The next one. For the reissue of forfeited shares. The next entry, bank account data, forfeited shares account data to share capital account. This is what next entry for the reissue of forfeited shares. So first of all here, the total number of forfeited shares are 500 shares. Take these 500 shares. What is the reissued cost price? In that question, they are specified. The company directors they are decided to reissue at a cost price of rupees 80 per share, right? And to take 80 rupees. Reissued price 500 shares into 80. So we get 40,000 rupees. Actually, in the beginning, the value of each share should be 100 rupees, but now they are reissuing 80 rupees only. I mean, they are getting 20 rupees less than, right? So I will take these 500 shares into 20. So 100 minus 80 means the differentiation amount 20 rupees. This is what last amount. 500 into 20 will get 10,000 rupees. 80 plus 20, 100 rupees. 500 into 100. Total 50,000 have to record in the credit column. Even though we can calculate simultaneously 40 plus 10, 50,000 rupees. Or 80 plus 20 rupees, 100. 100 rupees into number of forfeited shares they reissue means 500 forfeited shares. So when the company, whatever the shares are forfeited, on that all the shares they reissued means on the day we will receive equal amounts in last two entries. I mean 7th entry as well as 8th entry. We will get equal values in the both aspects, debit as well as credit side. Now we need to give the narration. Being 500 forfeited shares were reissued. Being 500 forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 80 per share as fully paid up. When they are reissuing these forfeited shares, on the time we are receiving all the money, they are paying all the full amount. So being 500 forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 80 per share as fully paid up. This is what narration about these forfeited shares were reissued. So here the seventh entry it is related to shares were forfeited. Eighth one, the forfeited shares were reissued. The next entry and last entry, the forfeited shares, whatever the profit on these forfeited shares, they need to transfer to share capital account. The next and last entry being forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. Forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. This is what next entry I mean. The profit on forfeited shares. So here the profit, how we need to calculate means here in that seventh entry at the time of forfeited. So here the forfeited to forfeited shares, right? 27,500. This is what already paid up capital out of these shares. Okay, 27,500. These amount already received by the way of application as well as allotment process. And the next entry, when they are reissuing these forfeited shares on the time, they are getting 10,000 rupees last amount. I mean 10,000 rupees. So 27 2 and 2 minus by forfeited shares minus forfeited shares. So here credit minus debit. So these were already credited capital. When they are reissuing on that time, they are debiting rupees 10,000 rupees. And the differentiation amount 17,500. This is for profit only. This profit amount we need to transfer to capital reserve account. 27,500 minus 10,000 is 17,500. Differentiation amount, these are profit only. So by the way of in these forfeited shares they are reissuing, they are not getting any loss, they are getting profit only. Finally the narration being profit on forfeited shares amount transfer to capital reserve account. So here the last narration being profit on forfeited shares amount transferred to capital reserve account. This is what last entry. In the last three entry, the seventh entry it is related to shares were forfeited, and eighth entry forfeited shares were reissued, and the next entry the profit on forfeited these shares transferred to capital reserve account. So these last three entries are related to forfeited shares. So this is what solution about the question. Thank you, students.